a job. I don't want to be a corporate girly. I don't want to climb the ladder. I don't want to be a boss babe. I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to be the breadwinner. I do not want to do that. You know what I want to do? I want to be home. I want to be cooking in the kitchen. I want to be cleaning. I want to be shopping. I want to be making brownies. I want to be cooking dinner, making homemade meals every night, almost every night. I want to do all the things. I want to welcome my future husband home from work with a big bear hug and a, hey, you ready for dinner? Dinner's on the table. I want to watch movies with him every night. I want to send him off to work in the morning with some nice, freshly baked muffins. I don't want a 9 to 5. I don't want a job. I don't want to work from home. No, it's not for me. I don't want it. It's not, I reject that. My future husband's going to be the breadwinner. He's going to bring in the dough. He will be raking it in. And I'll be right there cheering him on as I go buy 17 decorative pillows for our bed. Okay? That's the life for me.
Okay, so she's doing it by herself. Look. Oh man. She doesn't really have to, does she? But she's doing it.
Why do men have this constant fear of being used for money that they don't even have?
Oh, I don't know. Let's take a moment and think about this, though, okay? It might have something to do with the veritable plethora of posts that are out there made by some women that are, one, indicating how exactly you can get more money out of a guy by acting in a certain way, or that a lot of women won't date a man unless he makes a certain amount of money, or it could also be that there are some women that actually indicate that unless the guy is spoiling them financially, they don't want to be with him. Could it be any of those possibilities? Sure, some guys don't have a lot of money, but a lot of people, especially those that don't have a lot of money, are very protective of the money that they do have. And seeing how many women out there are only after men for what they can get out of them in terms of finances, it does tend to make some men exceptionally more cautious when it comes to dating certain women.
And also some past experiences that mostly we've experienced. You've seen that you broke your bank over somebody and maybe you thought it was real, only to realize that like they didn't really put you where you put them. Don't give a shit.
Listen to me, women, we have been lied to. We have been deceived by this kind of expectations, these expectations, multiple expectations of being both successful in our careers and also being great mothers and wives and girlfriends or whatever. I feel at this age that I have been targeted by microaggressions by men throughout my life and my career. You actually can never do right. If you're a mother, why are you a mother and a professional? If you're not a mother, why have you not had children? If you're successful in your marriage, well, you should be staying at home and taking care of your household. If you're not, how are you managing? Why have you not chosen another career? As a doctor, I promise you, I am attacked, especially by the male species, on regular basis by my choices. If I ever have a bleep, which I had earlier last year, kind of suffered from tiredness and low iron and iron deficient anemia, iron deficiency anemia, and physically wasn't unwell. I have been judged throughout as if like I had to choose something else. However, if I make the decision to stay at home and, for example, claim benefits and rely on public funds, then that also I would be a loser. If I'm married to someone who's successful and I don't have a career, I should be doing something about it. However, if I go to work and I'm ambitious, then I have to be absolutely 100% efficient, which I cannot be as a mother and a single parent and a doctor. You can never be. This is an achievable expectation. And despite me kind of doing really well and passing my exams, getting my training number, progressing through my training fine, minus when I had problems with my physical health, I'm reminded that I'm a woman all the time. I don't know what the solution is. Please, guys, tell me. Are we never gonna win? I don't know.
Hey, y'all women, speak for yourselves when y'all say y'all don't need. Because, baby, I need a man. I don't want to be independent. I don't want to do everything on my own. What's up, Papa?
So, some of these older women are women that at some point maybe they were in the streets. Some of them maybe they were all about strong and independent, and now they reach like around 30. They see that they thought they're gonna be making so much money and all that. Maybe their career was all great, they chose their career. Then they see now, you find that they reached 30. They are not patient enough to follow through, because as men, you can be grinding for the last 5 years and you've never seen a dime. But for them, maybe she wants to see results. Now she's frustrated. Our friends have options to just to say, oh, you know what, I want a man to take care of me. Unlike us, you have to continue grinding until you see the results. You can turn around to say, oh no, I want to be taken care of. So the difference, they can go about strong and independent, I don't need a man, but once they see things are slower, they switch and tend to say, you know what, I actually need somebody to take care of me. Yeah.
Victims of the male loneliness epidemic deserve exactly zero empathy from women.
And why would that be?
Because hating women is exactly how they got into this mess. And the only thing that's going to get them out of it is being less misogynistic and to stop placing the burden of their problems and the solutions to those problems on women.
I feel at this point, I should actually state the obvious, because at least as far as I have seen, for the most part, those speaking about the supposed male loneliness epidemic have mostly been women. And a person has to wonder why that is. Not only that, but those particular women who choose to talk about how lonely and misogynistic most men supposedly are really seem to have never actually had a conversation with any of these single men. Because no, most men are not misogynistic. And those that are single are actually, for the most part, rather happy being single in their drama-free existence where they can actually just enjoy their peace. It's almost like some of these women need to believe that men are lonely so that they can justify some of the statements that they are making.
Women.
I'm not paying for your food. When we're on a date, I'm not paying for my food either. Call me old-fashioned. That's just how I feel. Dating has gotten absolutely insane. I am not a 50-50 kind of girl. I am not a coffee date kind of girl. Going on a walk is not a date. The time and energy it takes me to get ready for a date, the amount of makeup that I put on my face and what that costs like per swipe of blush, you cannot take me to coffee. I'm sorry, that just doesn't fly for me. There are men that I know that I think are really quality good guys, and they're not having their ladies pay for anything. They're just really not. Like, it would offend them. My bare minimum expectations are that you are going to make a plan, make a reservation, open doors for me, pay for the food, make sure I get home safely. If you enjoyed the date, to call me again, to set something else up. And if you didn't enjoy it, to give me a call and let me know that.